Every cybersecurity architect answers two questions before any control is chosen. What do we protect first? And how do we stay standing when an attack lands? Domain 1 of the SC-100 is exactly these two decisions: setting priorities and designing for resilience. Prioritize, withstand, recover. That is the arc of this module. You do not secure everything at once. You prioritize by business impact. Rank your business-critical assets and the threats most likely to take them down. The frameworks you already know are the toolkit for that judgment. Zero Trust is the strategy, MCRA the reference picture, and the Microsoft Cloud Security Benchmark the prescriptive checklist. Measured right here as secure score in Defender for Cloud. And because a mature architect assumes breach, resilience becomes a first-class design goal, not an afterthought bolted on at the end. Microsoft's guidance to protect against ransomware and extortion is 3 phases, and the order is the whole point. Phase 1. Prepare a recovery plan so you can recover without paying. That removes the attacker's incentive. Phase 2. Limit the scope of damage by protecting privileged roles. Phase 3. Make it harder to get in by removing risk at the entry points. Recovery comes first. And critically, work on Phase 3 must never slow Phases 1 and 2. Hardening the front door while your backups remain mutable is the wrong order. Phase 1 rests entirely on secure backups. And a backup an attacker can encrypt or delete is not protection. Apply the 3-2-1 rule. 3 copies, 2 different media types, and 1 kept off-site or cold. Make the backups immutable or fully offline, and require an out-of-band step, multi-factor authentication or a PIN, before any backup can be modified. Protect the things you need to recover with: Active Directory and the recovery documents themselves, because attackers target them deliberately. Then prove it. Exercise a recover from zero scenario and confirm your mean time to recover actually meets the business continuity goal. Phase 2 limits the blast radius. The more privileged access an attacker gains, the higher the damage they can do. So the design goal is to make a foothold expensive. Privileged identity management is the lever. Admin access becomes eligible, rather than standing time-bound and gated behind multi-factor authentication and approval. A compromised account can no longer pivot to everything at once. This is the same priority the rapid modernization plan leads with: protect privileged access first. When an incident actually happens, your prioritized backup list becomes your prioritized restore list. Restore the business-critical systems first, the top 5, not everything at once, and bring identity services back before the rest. Validate that the backup is clean before you restore it. Find a safe point-in-time image and scan it, so you do not reinfect the environment. And test all of this ahead of time with a recover from zero exercise, assuming every system, including Active Directory and email, is down. Whatever gap that exercise exposes is your resilience roadmap, and the same tested plan serves a region outage or an accidental deletion just as well as ransomware. Domain 1 does not stand alone. It sets up everything that follows. You cannot recover from what you never detected, which is why detection and response sit at the center of security operations here in Microsoft Sentinel. Phase 2 flows into the identity and privileged access design of Domain 2. Secure backups and Defender flow into the infrastructure posture of Domain 3. The through line is simple. Domain 1 sets the floor, the priorities, and the resilience baseline, and Domains 2 through 4 build the specific capabilities that deliver them. To bring it together, prioritize by business-critical assets. The frameworks are the toolkit, not the goal. Hold the 3 phases in order: recovery plan, then limit scope, then make it hard to get in. Secure backups must be immutable or offline, multi-factor protected, 3-2-1, and tested. Protect privileged access to cap the blast radius. And remember that resilience is a soon breach in action. It is a zero-trust outcome, not a separate discipline. Here is your first exercise. List your top 5 business-critical systems, and for each, name the single threat most likely to take it down. Then score each system's backup against 3 tests. Is it immutable or offline? Is it protected by multi-factor authentication or a PIN against deletion? And does it satisfy the 3-2-1 rule? Every no you write down is a phase 1 quick win. You are done when you have a ranked list, because that same list doubles as your restore order. Second exercise, prove the floor holds. Run a recover from zero tabletop. Assume every system is down, including Active Directory and email. Walk the restore order out loud. Confirm your recovery documents survive the scenario, and bring identity back first. Then measure whether your mean time to recover actually meets your business continuity goal. You are done when the gap between target and actual is written down, because that gap is your resilience roadmap.